So, today marks the 2-year anniversary of the day that PSN got breached. Now, I have a very clear memory about what happened that day 2 years ago. It was during my spring break in 2011, and what I was doing, the usual stuff that I did on Saturday nights, the usual thing I did like on weekends. It was a Wednesday night, I remember that. It was Wednesday, April 21st. And what happened was that I was playing on PSN, Call of Duty Black Ops, obviously the first one. And basically I was with my sister trolling people on the mic, because, there's nothing better to do. I did a lot of shit, and I was bored. So I decided to go online. And my sister was there, like I said, and I was on the mic, basically trolling the living hell out of people. And there was this one kid, though, that actually pissed me off. He was like, what? He sounded pretty young. Like, he sounded like how I sounded in 2009. And, yeah, he was basically trash-talking me on the mic, saying I suck and crap. Because it was like, what, a search and destroy? It was a search and destroy match. And, I forget what that map's called, but it's like it was a DLC map. And it's, oh man, I can't remember it, but it was a map. I was in a DLC map. And, the DLC recently came out. So we were playing. And this kid basically said I suck and everything, and blah blah blah. And then I went off, basically I told him, we were on the same team, and I cornered him and made sure we both died, because he pissed me off. And then, later on, this was like, what, 6 or 7 o'clock, the situation that I was talking about. And when I come back online about 10, 11 o'clock, I realized I can't sign into PSN. This is Eastern time, by the way, so the time may differ for any who have a clear memory of the situation and around the time frame. But it was around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock when I realized that I could not sign into PSN. And it said the PSN was undergoing maintenance. I'm like, okay, maybe the PSN is going under maintenance, because the updates were still popping up on the screen, and you could still go on the internet throughout the entire breach, actually. But what I noticed was that it kept saying like an error has occurred, you have been signed out. Then it first said maintenance, and then it said an error has occurred. So I went on Google.com. I went on YouTube too. I saw people's videos that I was subscribed to, because back then I was the gameplay commentator, and I saw people were making commentaries about PSN, and it was down, and I'm like, oh, okay, and it was hacked. So I did some further research and found out that a hacker group known as Anonymous took down PSN. I saw their videos. Everyone's seen them videos. Those videos that they made, saying, targeting Sony and everything. Everyone, yeah. You guys know what that videos I'm talking about. And I really never heard of Anonymous before that situation. I never really knew what 4chan was before that, to be honest with you. I was basically only on YouTube at the time this situation occurred. I was never outside of YouTube like I am now. Like, I'm all over YouTube, DeviantArt, Facebook, Twitter, all of those networking sites. But I wasn't before. So PSN was down, and I realized it was hacked, and it was scary. Because I don't know if my games were going to get stolen or something like that. I didn't know if information would be taken away. So it was a pretty scary experience, but it wasn't just scary, it was more frustrating than scary, really. I was so frustrated because I mean, I did have an Xbox Live subscription. I got an Xbox Live. I've been subscribed to Xbox Live since like August of 2010, and this was April 2011. So I was still subscribed, but I played more PS3 games than Xbox Live games. So I only had MW2 for the 360. But you know, I wanted to play Black Ops, and I wanted to play SmackDown versus Raw, because I was in a clan. So, this lasted for a whole bunch of weeks. This even went into after my birthday, so I couldn't go online on my birthday. It kind of sucked, but you know, it is what it is. So I couldn't really play PS3 games, really, for my birthday, because it wasn't online. But I just got money, and I spent it later on, like May 16th? Maybe? Is that the day where PSN went back on? But it lasted for about 3 weeks. So it was creepy. And then, like, what, a week or two ago, Xbox Live got, 1 week ago, Xbox Live, it wasn't hacked, but it was down unexpectedly. So I'm like, oh no, here we go again. But the main purpose of making this video is just to look back at the time and comment on what you experienced when you were on it. Like, what was your experience when PSN went down? And just leave a comment and I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's a very, very interesting topic because it was like the first major breach in gaming history. I mean, there were a lot of ones, you know, like PC-wise, but for consoles, this was a major hit. Because this never really happened on Xbox Live. I mean, Xbox Live is very secure, but it could definitely get hacked in the future. But PSN was a free service, so like it had it was secure, but obviously not secure enough. But yeah, I mean, that was basically my purpose in making this video, just to look back on the situation and to talk about my experience when PSN went down. And yeah, so that was my video. Today is Sunday, April 21st. And 2 years ago was Wednesday, April 21st. Yeah, that makes sense, because of leap year. But, yeah, see you guys.